I'm already having fun talking to this Jewish brother of mine. Shalom Aleichem. The reason why it makes me laugh, he just said Yallah, which is really hilarious, which is what Arabs usually say, like, let's get on with it. So I'll get on with it. Okay. Here's my question. Normally I like to build bridges, but this is something I'm confused about, and I wanted to ask a Jewish guy about. Jews are not allowed to give or charge interest, riba, right, to other Jews, but they say they're allowed to give or charge interest to non-Jews, right? Now, my problem with that is that I would say the reason God has said don't charge interest to Jews is because it's a bad thing. It's a bad thing, right? And like you might say, don't do drugs, for example. So then the question is like,
why the non-Jews? Are they any less?
Yeah, like, well, I mean, isn't it bad if something is bad? Why, and you're not allowed to do it amongst the Jews? Why are you allowed to do it outside the Jews?
That's a good microphone.
Yeah,
give me 2 minutes to respond to it, then you can make questions.
Sure. It's not a debate. I'm happy for you to give the best answer.
So, I mean, it's very simple.
Yeah.
When Jews have the commandment, only Jews follow the Torah. So Jews are commanded not to trust interest. However, Goyim, non-Jews, don't follow the Torah, which means a Jew won't charge another Jew interest. However, you who don't follow the Torah,
I'm a Muslim. I do.
Okay.
I'm
let's say we take a fellow Gentile who doesn't follow the Torah.
Yeah.
He's allowed to charge me interest. Why? Because he doesn't follow the Torah. Which means a Jew won't charge me interest. So I won't charge him interest. But a Gentile will charge me interest. So of course I'll charge him interest because he doesn't follow the laws of the Torah. Now, that's the first answer. Now, if there's someone called a Noahite, the Bnei Noah, which is someone who follows the Shavamez Bnei Noah, the 7 commandments of Noah, he essentially comes under the category of he's a Gentile, but he follows the Torah. He'll go to heaven. He's classified as not a Jew, but he follows the Torah. You can't charge interest to him because he won't charge interest to you. But if there's a Gentile who doesn't follow the Bnei Noah, you can't charge interest to him.
Okay.
Now, another reason I can give as well as that is because with a Jew, you're not taking him a risk giving him a loan. A Bnei Noah is not to risk giving him a loan. Why? Because he believes in God. But with a Gentile, you might not return that money. So if you're a Gentile, let's say you don't follow the Torah, and you come to me and you say, I want 100 quid, whatever. You come to me and say, I want 100 quid. I'm allowed to take 20 quid from you first and say you'll return the 100 quid after. In which case, I earn 120 quid out of it if you're not a Gentile. However, if you're not a Noahide believer. However, if you are Bnei Noah and you won't charge me interest, then I'm allowed to not charge you interest essentially. That's the idea.
Cool, yeah.
It's equal rights.
I've been learning about no-hide rules. I think a lot of Christians are trying to follow that. They're trying to come back to some basic principles. Is that right?
They're not Bnei Noah, no.
Okay.
Christians aren't, and Muslims aren't, and Ahmadis aren't, and Shias aren't.
Oh, you know about Ahmadi Muslims? You know, okay, cool, interesting. Oh, of course, we said that because Ahmadi Muslims have a good relationship with Jews in Israel. Okay, so I get what you're saying about that maybe because they're the non-Jews, you don't trust them as much, maybe because they're not maybe God-fearing as much.
Not the non-Jews, because the Noahites aren't Jews. But we do trust them, because ultimately they're following the Torah. So we're not going to charge a Noahide, even if he's not a non-Jew, he's a guy like you. However, he's still
So I'm a Noahide as a Muslim?
No. However, I have friends who are Noahides, I have multiple friends who became Noahides. I cannot charge them legally, halachically by the Torah. Why? Because they won't charge me. However, let's not you specifically, but correct. If I take you're not a Noahide still. Or if I took like a random guy, an atheist, he will ultimately charge me ribis, he will charge me, in which case I'm allowed to charge him. But again, a Noahide who's not a Jew, I can charge him.
Okay,
sorry, I can't
so
charge
let's say I'm a Muslim, you're a Jew, we both despise interest, because I don't know if you know all the damage it does, but it massively damages economy and things like that, right? Sorry. Yeah, it's okay, it's alright. Yeah, I was recording, but sorry.
Can I charge interest on Ahmadi and the Qadis or whatever you're saying?
Or other Muslims, basically, whatever. What do you think about that?
So, again, as much as they won't charge interest, they don't come under the category of a Noahide, as far as I know. They don't come under the category of Noahide. So, as far as I know, and all the questions I've asked, I have asked this question to a rabbi before, he says you can charge interest. On the basis, although you don't charge ribis, although you don't charge interest, ribis is interest, you want to Noahides, and the category applies to Noahides and Torah observers. That's halachic, that's how the rabbis establish it, essentially. Okay. However, if you were to become a full-fledged Noahide, like our friends who aren't Jewish, I want to clarify, they aren't Jewish and Noahides, the Bnei Noah, you cannot charge them interest.
Okay, my last point, because I don't want to make this long, is that I think me and you both agree that interest is a bad thing, right? And so we shouldn't say that guy is indulging in this bad thing, like drug dealing. Let's say I'm going to sort of indulge in the bad thing, like drug dealing, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Right? So what do you think about that? You have the last word. I don't want to extend this.
Interest isn't good. However, the idea is that we want the entire world to either convert to Judaism. Yes, you can convert to Judaism. all you want the entire world, they don't want to convert to Judaism to become B'nai Noah, which is follow the Torah and the 7 commandments. Now, if we do for the entire world, and Mr. Hashem is following the B'nai Noah, which you believe by the Messiah will come, the entire world will recognize Israel as the chosen nation, and the right nation to share the glory of God, so on and so forth. Then yes, the whole world will entirely become B'nai Noah, and all religions will finish.
Can you say that thing straight? So when you say like Noahide, is that what you're talking
Correct.
about? Is
So
that
Noah-
that's the English way of saying
To
it?
clarify, Noah had 7 commandments. Now these are called the Sheva Mitzvahs, 7 commandments, B'nai for the sons of Noah. So we believe the Jews got an additional 600 and whatever,
Sure.
so we have 613.
Yeah.
But Goyim, Gentiles, still have the remaining 7. Right? So we got additional, we have more to follow. Now it means that we have more to follow, we have more chance of sinning.
Let's bring this place.
We have more chance of sinning and we have more chance of getting closer to God because we have more commandments. So you can't convert. But the idea is when all people become Noahides and please God, that will mean that with no interest will need to be charged because everyone will believe in the ultimate creator and the ultimate Torah, the truth.
Okay, cool. I mean, can I become a Noahide? Even while I'm a Muslim?
No. Because the term Noahide and the term Muslim disagree. Why? Because a Noahide follows the Sheva Mitzvah Noach according to how the Torah was given. You follow, so for example, one Noahide commandment might be do not kill. Now, let's say Islam, I take Sunni Islam. Sunni Islam has a commandment of killing. However, that commandment of killing is not allowed in Judaism. For example, women get raped, heaven forbid. In Sunni Islam, a woman is allowed to kill her rapist. In Judaism, it's not the case. Which means if he kills her, he's not killing in the sense that he's not a Noahide. Why? Because he's not following the Torah of God.
Yeah.
He's following the Torah of Islam. And the word of Noahide is to believe in the Sheva Mitzvah Noach. So Sunnis aren't, or Shias, or anyone else, Ahmadis, Qadnis, whatever you want to call them, they're not Noahides, no. It's like a common misconception that a lot of people have, they're not.
Okay, cool. I really appreciate your time. I learned something. Oh, cool. Strong.